A mature, self-sufficient woman has likely heard every practiced compliment. She has read the sweet texts and sat through the candlelit dinners. After years of performative dating, a specific kind of exhaustion sets in. Many men try too hard to say the right thing, unaware that words stopped impressing her a long time ago. At this stage in her life, verbal romanticism often just bounces off the emotional walls she has spent years constructing to protect herself. To reach her, you have to use a more primal vocabulary. Specific, intentional touches can trigger a flood of oxytocin, establishing a biological baseline of safety that words struggle to communicate. Psychologist Dr. Dacher Keltner designed a study to test the efficacy of this silent communication. Strangers were asked to convey complex emotions to one another using only brief touches on the forearm, no words and no facial expressions. The results from UC Berkeley were striking. Participants accurately identified emotions like gratitude, sympathy, and love through touch alone, with up to 78% accuracy. Connecting with a woman who knows exactly what she wants requires moving past the verbal script. You have to master this neurochemical vocabulary. Before emotional connection can occur, a woman's nervous system requires proof of safety. This area of the lower back contains a dense cluster of nerve endings wired directly to the brain's emotional processing centers. A slow, warm hand placed here sends a signal to these centers, triggering an instinctive protective bonding response. You can reinforce this feeling with the two-handed handhold. Taking her hand and cradling it with both of yours provides bilateral stimulation, a concept used in therapy to help the brain process emotional safety. This symmetrical sensory input signals to her brain that you are offering full, undivided attention. It creates a physical sense of groundedness that is difficult to ignore. For a woman who has often had to be the strong one, this gesture communicates she doesn't have to carry the world alone. It provides a physical contrast to past experiences with emotional absence. Once the nervous system registers that safety, the guard drops, allowing for actual vulnerability. Dr. Sue Johnson, a leading researcher in adult attachment, describes bonding moments as carnal attachment systems. Gently pressing your forehead against hers is a powerful example of this. This touch eliminates outside distractions and forces both people to slow down. It simply signals you are present. At a microscopic level, slow and rhythmic strokes, like a gentle thumb movement, activate specialized nerve fibers called C-tactile afferents. Researchers at the University of Gothenburg found that stimulating these specific fibers activates the insular cortex, the brain region responsible for feelings of intimacy. Because this thumb stroke is subtle, she may not consciously register the movement, but her brain and body respond to it. This consistent, gentle input allows her existing emotional defenses to gradually soften. The transition to active romantic attachment often involves one of the most sensitive and vulnerable areas on the human body, the nape of the neck. When a man gently touches the back of her neck, her brain performs a rapid evaluation of trust. If the response is positive, her breathing shifts and her pupils dilate as the body accepts the proximity. This triggers a rare dual chemical release. Dopamine increases to signal romantic interest, while oxytocin floods the system, providing the biological foundation for bonding. You can then use this silent pull, reaching over to gently draw her closer. In psychology, this mirrors proximity seeking, a key behavior in secure attachment. Closing that gap without a verbal request communicates that you want her near simply for her presence. It rewrites the story for a woman who has often felt she had to accommodate others to deserve affection. The final touch on this list carries the most weight. It is a full chest-to-chest embrace that lasts at least 20 seconds. Research shows that at the 20-second mark, the body's levels of the stress hormone cortisol drop significantly. This allows her nervous system to shift from a fight or flight state into parasympathetic rest, the state where emotional openness and deep bonding become possible. This shift is so effective that Dr. John Gottman, a leading authority on relationship stability, recommends prolonged holding to rebuild trust between partners. When a man holds her this way, he gives her permission to stop holding everything together. For a woman who is her own support system, this feeling of total release is incredibly powerful. Mastering this silent language establishes you as a psychological sanctuary. It communicates a level of awareness and presence that makes a woman choose you, repeatedly, with the parts of herself she usually keeps protected.